We're here today with Ryan Knorr for the Insider Sessions. How you doing, Ryan?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Great. So I understand that you've got already a couple of albums out. One that you released in 2007 called Reverie.
Yep.
And another in 2010, Path of Greatest Resistance.
That's correct.
And would you like to tell us about those albums?
Yeah, the Reverie one was one that I finished right at the end of college, and it's kind of an acoustic-based thing, just pretty much me playing solo. Then the Path of Greatest Resistance one, I wanted to do a little bit more production on it, so it's got the full band sound with my original songs, and kind of changed that up a little bit from the first one to the second one. So.
Okay. And then you're, in a couple of months, you say you're going to be starting a new album.
Mm-hmm.
And let's talk about that a little bit.
Okay.
Is that going to be just you, or are you going to bring in a band, or what?
I'm thinking it's probably just going to be me again, going back to more of the acoustic sound. With the following that I have, I've kind of been able to ask them kind of what they want. You know, do you want the full band sound? Do you prefer the acoustic? And a lot of people let me know that they like the more intimate acoustic solo thing. Focuses more on my lyrics and things like that. So that's probably what I'm going to plan towards.
Okay, great. Have you got a title in mind for that one yet?
Not quite yet. I've probably got about 13, 14 songs somewhere around there that are about close to ready, and so I'll begin recording in the next couple months here. Hopefully, when it cools down a little bit, so I can be up in my studio and not roasting up there. But
okay.
Yep.
Now, where's the best place for us to get your albums at?
On my website, ryanknorr.com. There's I have a store through there. It's actually through Bandcamp, which is kind of a independent type thing for artists, and so you can get it through there. I got physical copies as well as the digital downloads there, and then on iTunes, Amazon, all of those retailers, you can obviously get the digital. So.
Okay. So if somebody does a search for Ryan Knorr, and let me spell that because I want to make sure people can find you.
Yep.
Ryan, R-Y-A-N, but then Knorr is K-N-O-R-R.
Yep.
Have I got it right?
That's correct. The K means nothing, apparently.
Okay, a silent K.
Yep.
And you were telling me that you've got quite a bit of a following on YouTube. 2.4 million views already?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, what do you attribute that to?
Well,
that's a lot of people.
Yeah, it's great, really, and that's been my main focus because I have the fans there, and I'm trying to grow that every day. But I focus on a lot of cover songs, basically just for the necessity of it, because people go on YouTube and they're looking for their favorite songs, maybe something they heard on the radio or otherwise, but they type that in. They, along with that, I can. If I tag things correctly, I can show up and do a cover song of those songs and show up in the search list there, and somebody maybe takes a chance on watching me, and if I do a good job, hopefully, and if I make something unique, maybe they'll go and check out my original music, and that's basically how I've grown that audience base. So.
Okay. So I guess you've got a lot of people that subscribe to your channel?
Yeah, I'm at, I think, right under 9,000 subscribers right now, so those are the people that, are waiting to see something from me as soon as I can get something out to them. So I try to do something regular, at least a couple of times a month with new videos, or as much as I can fit in to do. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Does that help a lot with album sales?
It does. I think it's really the only way that I have an audience like that really pushed me to get an album done. My last one, I was kind of dragging my feet with a bunch of original songs, but knowing that people kept telling me, if you had an album out, I'd really like to hear it, or people waiting for my music, it made me really get going on that. So. Yeah.
Well, when you're putting an album together, you want to talk about your songwriting process a little bit?
Sure.
How does that work for you?
Mainly for me, I always write the music part first. My brain is kind of inspired by the actual music, so whether it be piano or guitar or whatever, the idea usually sparks from that. So you just got to sit down and practice and play through some things until something really hits your ear, and then from there kind of just shape the song around that, like what I'm hearing. And in terms of my influences, most of my music is, for a singer-songwriter, it's a little more focused like on me and introspective type lyrics. A lot of people that are singer-songwriters might focus on relationships or that type of thing, but I'm a little more focused on just life and struggles, and just if people tell me their stories, I've had that happen as well a lot from the online thing, getting emails from people and they let me know, a lot about their life. One of them I wrote about a soldier who had been in Iraq, and he wrote to me and was telling me about his struggle. So those are the things that inspire me to write the lyric side, and then, like I said, the music just kind of is something I have to come up with on my own.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, it's always interesting to know what inspires these songs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad you shared that with us. And as a matter of fact, that would have been my next question, so thank you.
Yeah.
So you said you've got a show coming up at the State Fair on August the 20th at 9 a.m.
Yep.
on the Susan Knapp stage.
That's correct. So the Iowa State Fair, it's a good opportunity for me. I know it's a little bit early, but as we were kind of talking about a little bit, hopefully that'll get people there before the rush and before the heat, and it'd be a good opportunity to find some new people, some local people to hear my stuff. So.
Okay. And more than likely we'll be seeing you down at the Grapevine as well?
Yeah, trying to set something up probably again for this fall sometime there, so be looking for that as well.
Okay, great. Well, before we wrap it up, have you got any final thoughts you want to leave our viewers with?
Well, just I guess I'll just plug my stuff once more. It's RyanKnorr.com. That's where you'll find everything about me. But basically, I'm always keeping up with the online thing and new videos and talking with people, and that's a really great way to connect with your fans. It's what I really enjoy about the online side of things, is being able to talk directly to the people that enjoy what I'm doing and get closer to them as well as they get closer to me. So check out my website and hopefully watch some videos, and I'll be there.
Well, we definitely will. And thank you so much for being on Insider Sessions.
Thanks again for having me.